不删掉呢？今天我们来到了 Homemade Modern 的创意设计师 Uyeda 的家中，他一直致力于创造可负担和可持续的材料所制作的家居产品，并把怎样制作这些产品的主意和视频免费分享到网上。有些朋友觉得他疯了，可是 觉得让更多人拥有选择如何居住的权利，可能才是设计这件事的本质。
Come check out my staircase. This is probably the piece that gets the most attention.
Oh, I've seen this online.
Wood.
Yeah, so I actually have like a small robot called a Cnc Machine, and it cut out all the pieces, and then I sort of assembled it layer by layer. My background's in architecture. I studied architecture at Cornell, and then I founded an architecture firm. But the thing that kind of disappointed me is that with architecture, you end up designing for the wealthiest people. Affordable stuff is left to giant companies like IKEA or stuff like that. So I took the challenge of how can I create a business by having product companies pay us to make these instructional videos that we publish on YouTube and Instagram, and it actually teaches people how to build their own furniture.
我妈爸有没有128有没有可能掉下去？
你怎么这么怂啊？你快给我跳下来！ So where did this idea come from?
One of my friends, he's a furniture maker. So he was complaining, saying that as a small furniture designer, it was impossible to design affordable American-made furniture. That you either had to design something that was mass-produced overseas, or you had to make really high-end expensive stuff. So I bet him that I could get 1,000 units of furniture that's cheaper than IKEA, but still made out of very solid materials. And so the way I did it is I designed the bucket stool, where I poured 2.5 inches of concrete in the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket, stuck in 3 sticks, waited for the concrete to cure, popped it right out. And that project has now been built on 6 different continents. And I think there's even some people that build them and sell them now. Yay! So my living room is divided into 3 areas. This is my workstation where I edit videos.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I know your intention. So this is all. Oh, I see. So it's 3 sections.
Oh, wow.
If I have people over, I can hide my messy desk.
That's smart. I like that.
And over here is where I keep all my clothes.
What's the difference between what you're doing and IKEA? I know IKEA didn't put this online to public, but like.
Well, the main difference is that it's half the price, and it's made out of materials that'll last longer. But it's not just about cheap, too. I mean, cheap is a big part of it, but it's also about getting a better fit. You can make things that fit your lifestyle. If you have a certain pattern that you like to do in the morning, you can design around that.
Wow. 我觉得高明飞啊，完蛋了！今天脸就在这被压扁了。
Okay, so a lot of people, they want their furniture to be rare, to be one of a kind. Do you ever feel like there's a conflict with that when you put out these tutorials online and basically everybody could have the same piece of furniture? Does it become basically IKEA all over again?
If everybody has like my furniture, that will be a problem, but that'll be a really good problem.
You'll have so much money.
that'll be a good problem for me to have. But no, I think that's one of the reasons why I think it's really cool when people make their own things, because it guarantees that it's going to be different. Even the same brand of store has totally different materials. They have different species of wood. So what's cool is that I'm just publishing a loose recipe for furniture, and then people get to adapt it to their own specific taste or their own regional specificities.
So sometimes I have the ideas and the creativity, but I don't have the confidence to really build my own furniture like that. What are some of your suggestions to, have us start off and start doing this for ourselves?
Pick the projects appropriately, right? So if you've never cooked before, don't try to cook a souffle. But if you try to make something that's super complicated and you have to use a torch on the top and all that, you're increasing the likelihood of failure, and then you're also going to reinforce that lack of confidence. So pick the appropriate project, one that's easy, where the materials are doing a lot of the work, and then also just be accepting that, hey, even if this fails, I'll learn from it. So this I actually made out of Legos and concrete.
Wow. 你看乐高有用吧?
So I just built the opposite of the shape out of Legos.
Opposite of shape.
And then poured the concrete in from the bottom. A lot of people think that they don't know how to make something, but I always say, well, if you can build with Legos and you can mix concrete with water, well, then you can.
So you have a robot that you use to build the staircase?
Yeah, it's called the Cnc Machine, and it's in my office.
Oh, let's go. Let's go check it out.
Let's go. you're going to use this tool that's expensive, like the CNC robot that I showed you, don't use it to make something inconsequential like a soap dish. Use it to make something that's more valuable than the tool itself. So it's really about not using the tool just to make things. It's about using the tool to add value to your life.
妈妈，我举重了。
The most futuristic home is the simplest home, so that you can add technology to it, whereas when you build the technology directly into the home is for sure when you're going to have a home 2 years from now that looks terrible.